Joe Rogan's unexpected decision to sit out UFC 318, the event featuring Dustin Poirier's retirement, fight against Max Holloway on July 19, 2025, in New Orleans. This marks the first time in over 3 years that Rogan has missed a US-based pay-per-view, and fans are curious about what's going on. So did Joe Rogan actually say he'd commentate? Well, there's a strong hint from an ex-post, where a user mentioned that Rogan recently talked on his podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience, about being part of this card. While we don't have the exact episode, likely from mid to late June 2025, it fits his pattern of hyping up big UFC events. But something changed, and let's explore why. One possibility is a schedule conflict. Rogan's a busy guy, recording multiple podcast episodes weekly, doing stand-up comedy, and handling personal projects. We know from past events, like his UFC 271 miss in 2022, that schedule clashes have pulled him away before. Maybe a big podcast guest, or a comedy gig, popped up after he mentioned UFC 318. Then there's the political angle. Some fans on X are speculating that Rogan's recent political comments, like his July 8, 2025, tweet about conspiracy theories or past endorsements, might have ruffled feathers with the UFC or sponsors. While there's no hard proof, it's a theory that's floating around, especially with the tension it could create. Health or fatigue could also be a factor. At 57, Rogan has talked on his podcast about the toll of travel and commentary. Maybe he's pacing himself for this high-profile event, or a last-minute health concern kept him away, though we don't have confirmation on that. Another angle is the UFC's decision, with Paul Felder stepping in alongside John Anik and Daniel Cormier. It feels like a planned move. Some say the card, aside from the main event, isn't strong enough to warrant Rogan's presence, and the UFC might be saving him for a bigger show or testing Felder's skills. So what's the takeaway? It seems likely Rogan did mention commentating on a recent JRE episode, but a schedule conflict or UFC strategy probably led to the change. Political speculation adds intrigue, but it's less concrete. For the full story, check out the latest JRE episodes from June 2025 on Spotify, and keep an eye on UFC or Rogan's socials for updates. What do you think? Why do you believe Rogan skipped UFC 318?